Hello my spooky friends and welcome to another Halloween video. Fun fact, this was the first Halloween video that I filmed and I filmed it in August in preparation for this year's 31 days of Halloween. The coffee of course was a must even then. So today's candy corn witch is fairly simple, but sometimes simple is best. This would be great if you needed like a last minute Halloween costume or if you just wanted to decorate your face without doing any like blood, guts, or gore for this year. So we're starting off with our traditionally pale foundation, and then I filled in my brows a little bit darker because we're a witch, and so I thought witchy things. We're starting today's look with the Milk Cosmetics Radioactive Stack, that neon yellow, as you guys know if you've been here on my channel before, particularly with any of my like bright colored like normal makeups. I just love it. I think it's so beautiful. So we're picking that up on a big fluffy brush and we are kind of stippling and stamping that everywhere. So after we get done with the yellow, we're going to pick up the orange out of the ZULU Palette from JUVIAS place, and we are going to be stippling that not only on the inner corner a little bit extra heavy, but on the outer corner a little extra heavy, and then across like the center of our crease as well. We want to really make sure that we have that color placed down because we will be carving out the crease, but we want that orange to be pretty prevalent above and on the side as well, because this is going to be like a cut crease halo eye all together, a cut halo. You'll see. We're carving out our crease with that P. Louise base, and we're mostly keeping that cut right here in the center so you can see it in the traditional place that we would put a cut crease, and then we're not dragging the cut crease all the way to the inner or all the way to the outer corner. And in order to make this section really pop, we are just picking up a white eyeshadow. I forgot which palette I used, but any white eyeshadow will do. And we are packing that across where we just cut our crease. Again, not taking it all the way to the inner or the outer corners because we are going to be tapering a little bit of that orange eyeshadow inwards just a hair. And then we're also going to follow up with a little bit more of that yellow because a halo eye, as you guys know if you've seen my full in-depth halo eye tutorial here under the Makeup Basics playlist, is where the lightest or brightest shade is in the middle, but also it kind of like feathers out. So we're using the yellow to kind of be the mid-tone, the orange to be the deepest tone, and we want to make sure that those are all layered nicely here on our eyelid. We want our witch to have a witchy little wing, so we are going to be adding a little bit of black eyeliner, and because we're doing some decorating of the liner, I decided to also drag it here into the inner corner so that we could get that like nice, sharp, like woo kind of look. I guess that's the only way I have to describe it, is woo. I went off camera and did my other eye, added mascara, and then lashes. These lashes were part of the MORPHE holiday collection, and they already had these little golden flakes here towards the end, and I just thought that it added a little bit of drama and was super cute. So, picking up a slightly bigger fluffy brush, we are going to be picking up the yellow shade from that ZULU palette, and we kind of want to hit the outer corner of where our eyeshadow kind of ends, and we are going to be dragging and or feathering that down across our cheeks and temples, and we're also going to be hitting the bridge of our nose. In addition to using that yellow, we're also going to be picking up some of that orange, and we're going to use that in place of using a traditional blush today. Treat the yellow a little bit more like your bronzer, but a bronzer that feathers into the outer corners of your eyeshadow, and then the orange is going to be the blush. So you'll notice that I hit the top of my nose like I normally do with blush, and then I'm like really piling it on here towards like the apples of the cheeks. And that is because we are going to be decorating this area and we want what we decorate to kind of pop off our face, so it needed this cute little background. And then using a pom-pom brush, we are going to be sweeping that across the lower lash line just to amp up the drama. For highlighter today, I believe we just went in with the Ofra Cosmetics in the color Rodeo Drive, which is this like beautiful golden highlight, and I am just putting on so much, just so much, because why not? We're also picking up a little bit more of that highlighter, and we're going to use that to highlight or brighten the very inner corner of our lower lash line. Here's the part that made me really nervous. So I initially went in with a felt tip liner, which is my favorite normally for doing wings, but I discovered during this process it is not my favorite for drawing spider webs. When it comes to drawing spider webs under your eyeballs, I just much prefer a brush tip. I felt like it was easier to get like the points or the more fine detail with that. So the web in general was a little thicker than I had initially intended, but I felt like it looked just fine, so we did leave that. Next, I'm picking up a thin detail paintbrush and some white liner. And we are going to be hitting that inner corner of our lower lash line. As you guys saw with that black, I did extend that even further. And we're also going to be using this white to kind of highlight the web that we've just made coming off our eyeball. So we're following each strand of black with a little bit of that white and then hitting our little like curved web pieces as well. This was my first time playing with these new NORVINA liners because I think I had just purchased them at this point, and I really enjoyed it. And you guys have seen them in several videos since then because I posted videos doing like graphic liner and things like that. But in general, I always love playing with new products, so that was that little happy dance. I mentioned earlier that we were going to be decorating this area, and so here we are. We are drawing out little candy corn pieces. We're basing these out in white just because it's easier to start with white and then use darker colors, I have found, than it is to go in with deeper colors and then add white on top. Sometimes white just does not want to show up. If other people are at the party and they're louder than white, white will just sit in the corner and be quiet. We followed our white up with our orange, and you can't really see the orange dots on camera, but I threw in some orange dots when I was doing that. And now we are going in with some yellow dots as well. I just love dots. It adds a little bit more like of a wow factor. I like the texture of them, and I already had the paint out anyways, so why not? That bottom stripe is going to be yellow because that is the order of candy cane. I did have to look it up. I'm not gonna lie. Had I just like freehanded this instead of looking it up, I probably would have gotten it wrong. I don't really eat candy corn. I don't think it tastes good. I don't understand why people like it, but I do think it's pretty and cute. I'm also going back in with some white dots because I wanted to. And then because I felt like this area needed even more drama because it wasn't, I don't know, it was just a little too subtle for me. I decided to go in with some black dot freckles as well. So this is the color Orange County. It's one of the NYX liquid suedes. I had it for a while and I don't often get to wear orange, so I was like, hey-o. Also, please ignore how ugly my face looks as I try to sit here and put on lipstick. That is, wow, that was eye-opening now, wasn't it? I added this orange wig that I got from Party City, and then I actually found this tiny little witch hat on sale in the clearance section of Hobby Lobby, and I hot glued that to a headband. It was like $2 altogether. And that's gonna be it for today's candy corn witch look, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you've been enjoying all of the Halloween content so far. I hope you guys have a very fun, safe, somewhat spooky day. Love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with a makeup-loving friend. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.